All right. Microphone check. FTB lag. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Cheers. All right, man. You guys ready for LeetCode? I'm ready for some LeetCode. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Wait, let me take this timer thing off, man. Daily problem first. Maybe. Ooh. Decode the slanted cipher text. A string original text is encoded using a slanted transposition cipher to a string encoded text with the help of a matrix having a fixed number of rows. Wait, I read that wrong. Let me read it one more time, man. A string original text is encoded using a slanted transposition cipher to a string encoded text with the help of a matrix having a fixed number of rows. Original text is placed first in a top left to bottom right manner. The blue cells are filled first, followed by the red cells, then the yellow cells, and so on until we reach the end of original text. The arrow indicates the order in which the cells are filled. All empty cells are filled with space. The number of columns is chosen such that the rightmost column will not be empty after filling original text. Encoded text is then formed by appending all characters of matrix in a row-wise fashion. The characters in the blue cells are appended first to encoded text, then the red cells, and so on, and finally the yellow cells. The arrows indicates the order in which the cells are accessed. For example, if the original text is cipher and rows equal 3, then we can encode it in the following manner. Cipher. Steven Sagaball, what's happening? You should show chat that gym pic he sent me. No, man. Those are for your eyes only. What the hell? Anyways. Show it to Cliff Star. She was right beside me, man. Of course. Wait, given the encoded string, encoded text, and a number of rows, return the original string, original text. Wait. So what are they trying to say, man? What's the encoded text? Oh, I see. So which directions do they say we go? We just keep going right? Alright, I think I can do this. Seems like we start at that diagonal. Which way? Is it that way? I guess it would be. Wait, this way. Yeah. The cipher. So then alright. So the row size and the column size. Alright, so that's encoded text. The row size is rows. And then I don't know how many columns. It'll just be that divided by that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It must be right. Can I assume it just fits nicely? Let me look. 6 and 6. 6 divided by 1 is 6. All right, so I guess I'll make the matrix vector char. Each cell is an empty space. And then they want me to just put everything in. So which row are we going to be in? It's going to be I divided by 3. No, I divided by rows. Which column are we in? I mod rows, maybe? Is that how we do it? Urinator. What's poppin'? I haven't done LeetCode since November. Dang. You'll be alright, man. It takes like maybe 2 weeks and you'll get right back into it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we're at index I equals 7, we have 3 rows. 7 divided by 3. No, that's a different. This 4 rows. 7 divided by 4 is 1. As it rounds down. And then mod 1 is the column. Yeah. So then what are we trying to do? We're trying to set that grid RC equal encoded text I. Want to get Guardian this year? Oh, snap. I think I gave up on my Guardian dreams, man. It's too much work. Maybe one day, but not right now. Wait, what are we trying to do, man? We're trying to iterate that way, man. How can I do that? I guess I just go diagonal 1. Alright, diagonal... No, this will be diagonal 0, which is R minus C. Diagonal 1. No, I don't have to do any of that, man. What I have to do is... tripping. What I have to do is just start from each column. Row 0, column, whatever, and just go bottom, top left, bottom right until I can't anymore. So we just need the string. I'll make a function diagonal get diag. And we take in the column, and that's it. So R was going to start at 0, right? And then we just append grid RC. And that's it. Well, C++. And then it will just go down and right the whole time. Or I suppose we should also say C less than calls. Yeah, and then that But then what? We just stop if there's no character? How do you know? I guess I can just remove everything, like all the blank spaces at the end. So I'm just going from c equals 0 to here, and I'm appending that diagonal there, right? And then maybe at the end here, I can be like, wait, our ants. While the answer has something, and the back character is a space, then maybe we just want to pop it off. I don't know. Can the original text have spaces? It does not have trading spaces. Okay. Why no recursive solution? I don't know. I could do recursive, but wait, I can't even solve it. What am I doing wrong? Is it in here? Must be, right? No, something else is wrong. Is it in here? Maybe there should be columns instead of rows. Oh, wait. Am I doing something silly? So how come this is 0? Should I do it the other way around? N divided by rows? I think so, man. All right. Something silly indeed. Should I submit? Sure. All right, so gyms, JMMZ. You want me to try it recursively, you say? Recursively. I could modify it so this takes an R and a C. And I start from 0, 0. And then I just keep going down and right. Let's try. So I'm just going R plus 1, C plus 1. But then if we get to the end of the row, what do we do, man? We reset R to 0. Yeah, actually, I don't know how to do this. Like, I know I have to go down and right. But then when I get to the end here, I have to go, oh, I guess I have to go, it's a little tricky. I have to go back however many rows or something. How many, yeah. My recursive thinking is not great. You start at 0, 0. You work your way down right until you hit, once you go out of bounds on the R, then like for sure we have to reset the R back to 0. But how do you know how many columns to also go back? Do you just go back -2 rows -2 rows? I think so. Should I try that, man? So when we go out of bounds, then we set C. Nah, I don't know how to do it, man. Maybe I need a lesson on recursion. Because it's tripping me out. Alright, I give up. How to solve it recursively. I don't want to spend too much brain juice on that. Let me see what some other people did for this problem. I mean, probably the same things, huh? What? Anyways. Big Blaster, what's happening? Has AI made LeetCode skills less valuable? I don't think I don't think so, because I think the most value from LeetCode skills is the ability to get pass a technical interview. But I think companies are still asking LeetCode. So, you know, I guess it's kind of the same. Alright, what should we do? Should I do Leet Rooms, or should we do old virtual contests that I probably missed? Maybe even more valuable at this point? Hey, maybe. Last contest I did was... I did 466 twice, so maybe 465, since I've been working backwards. Dang, how many times did I do 466? Must have been a bug. Alright, 465. That's what I'm going to try and do. Have I done it? I don't think so. Let's try. Restore finishing order. You are given an integer array order of length n and an integer array friends. Order contains every integer from 1 to n exactly once, representing the IDs of the participants of a race in their finishing order. Friends contains the IDs of your friends in the race sorted in strictly increasing order. Each ID in friends is guaranteed to appear in the order array. Return an array containing your friends' IDs in their finishing order. What? So this, what is it? Order every number from 1 to n exactly once. Okay. Friends contains IDs of your friends in the race. Okay. So this is saying, what is it saying, man? So 3 comes first. All right, this is too easy, man. I just needed some time to know what the hell they're asking. So I'm gonna make a set of the friends. And then I'm going to go through the order the way that they give it to us. And if that order, or if that element is in our friends list, then we just append it to our answer. So if the set contains X, then let's push it back to our answer. Easy work. Wait, race, championship race. Oh, I didn't hear that, man. Championship race. Thank you very much for reminding me, Clistar. 30 seconds until the championship race for Type Blazer. Ricky Wong is here. What's poppin'? Here we go, man. Oh, Dry Peaks from YouTube, what's up? Roger Federer. Learns a lot about this guy from this website. All right, easy work, man. All right, Dry Peaks from YouTube says, I think LeetCode helps to develop program or problem solving skills and intuition, and being able to solve the same problem with multiple methods makes it very valuable. You heard that, Big Blaster? The people in the LeetCode stream think LeetCode is still valuable. I think it's still a little bit valuable. Oh yeah, we're doing a contest. So a virtual contest. There we go. Did I submit this? I don't think I did. I think I just hit run. But I hit submit now. Alright, easy work. Balanced k-factor decomposition. Given two integers n and k, split the number n into exactly k positive integers such that the product of these integers is equal to n. Return any one split which the maximum difference between any two numbers is minimized. You may return the answer in any order. What? There's 2 to 5 splits. All right, let me see what they're talking about one more time, man. Sanji Med. What's happened? Or Sangi Med. I'm not sure which one. Welcome to the party. Split the number n in exactly k positive integers such that the product of these integers is equal to n. I see what they want me to do. So we have 100 and we need 2 splits. So it's up to 5 splits. I see. So am I just gonna try everything? And then I want the one with the least diff. Alright, let's try it, man. How the heck am I gonna do that? So how many? We're good, right? I just need to do, is this kind of like a backtracking in some ways where every time we just divide? No. Let me think. This one seems a little tricky. So start with a number, and if we need 2 splits, then maybe we should like, let's see. I guess I'm trying to think what's the maximum number we need to go up to. But maybe like since we can split with ones, maybe we do need to go all the way up to the dang n, right? Because we can choose ones as a potential path. So I think I'm going to do this. I don't know what this would be called. Maybe it would be called backtracking is what I'm thinking. So I have the number, and then I guess we have how much k is left. To be honest, I'm a software engineer with over 9 years of experience, and I still struggle to solve LeetCode style problems efficiently. Yeah, well, I personally think however many years of experience you have with software engineering is almost irrelevant to how good your LeetCode abilities are if you've not trained LeetCode problems specifically. That's what I think. So don't feel too crazy or bad that, you know, LeetCode is hard. Is it mandatory to grow long hair to become a cracked dev? I don't know. I think so, man. I think the more cracked you are, the more likely it is that your hair is gonna be unbounded, you know? But what do I know though? Alright, so every time we gotta choose a number to divide by. Right? But then how are we gonna know what our answer is? Maybe I check the difference of the first and last number in our thing as we backtrack. I'm not sure though. I might TLE. That's what, maybe should I even backtrack? Maybe I should think about like a vector, like a Q or something, where I can just start with, no. I'll start with the backtrack, and then if it doesn't work, I will think about how we can optimize. But I should really do some analysis to calculate whether or not it's gonna work. Ray Coons, what's poppin', man? Length of your hair is your coding skills. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That is probably the biggest reason I decided to not cut my hair, because when I decided to grow my hair, I never knew how to program. The day I decided that I wanted to learn how to program, that was the last time I got my hair cut, man. That was 2013. Famzoy, what's poppin'? First year master student in CS with 500-ish LeetCode solved, looking to hit 1,000 plus. Like me. Dang, I've been doing this. This is my 6th year of LeetCode in 5.5 years. And in those 5.5 years, I've done maybe around almost 2,000, perhaps more than 2,000, because LeetCode is just one site that I practice on. So at that rate, you got to do, well, in 6 years. I don't know if you want to wait 6 years, man. But sounds like you're going at a lot faster pace than I am. And you'll get there in no time, man. Don't you worry. But, man, even I saw so many LeetCodes, I still struggle with mediums. So, I don't know. All right, what the heck am I trying to do here? I'm trying to, I guess I'm trying to be like, backtrack, nums is just the n, and then all right, so if k is 0, that means we can't do anything else. But then if nums is not greater than 0, like, I'm gonna think about that. Should it be 0 though? Because in all of these, like, you choose 10, you divide 10, so it should be if nums is greater than 1, perhaps it's not good. But then if nums is equal to 1, so I should just say not equal to 1. Sally the Goose, what's happening? Does anyone know if HackerRank for interviews has a collaborative whiteboard like Excalidraw? I know CodeSignal has it. I low-key nerfed without whiteboard during an interview. Dang. When I was training for interviews, I wasn't sure what the interview environment was going to be like. I wasn't sure if I could share my screen with like me showing my pen or whatever, if I use Excalidraw or something. And I thought that if I became too dependent on like hand paper notes, like if I'm sharing a video camera for my notes or something, or Excalidraw, right? Then maybe once the interview is over and it's tomorrow or next week and they're reviewing my packet, maybe they don't have all of those scrap drawings for extra context about like how my thought process was, or they don't have access to those pictures or whatever I'm trying to share my screen. But something that they do have access to is probably your code pad or whatever you're doing the interview in. So I made it a very strong, explicitly strict point to always practice my LeetCode with ASCII art and ASCII drawings. So that means I get comfortable just trying to draw things out here, like indices and you know, things like that, and like try to explain my thought process with diagrams and demonstrations using like stuff like this, so that whenever they're going back over and they're looking at the code and stuff, they definitely have my comments and they can see the pictures I'm drawing, and maybe it will help them remember a little bit more. It's just so nice to draw like a tree, for example, but sure, I guess it's better to write it in the comments. Hey, maybe that was my training philosophy. Just to be ready for any environment. And I think it helps you stand out a little bit more. I think if you can demonstrate any type of proficiency, like if you type fast, if you can draw ASCII art on demand with like crazy stuff like this, I think it all adds to your aura and the impressions that you make on the interviewer. So imagine you do all those things and you solve the problem optimally. And the interviewer is going to be like, dang, this guy is insane. We got to hire him, man. Yeah, you're aura farming in the interview, man. So all these little weird things that I like to do, it's for a reason. And it's basically trying to impress as much as possible. Even like streaming, man, it's trying to get my like when I'm talking, while I'm solving problems, it's to practice that too. So if I ever roll up into an interview, I would have thousands of hours of practice. And I think at that difference of hours in practicing, it's going to definitely show when they stack you up against your competitors, Like somebody with 2,000 hours of practice, for sure, you can tell the difference between somebody who comes up with like only 1 or 2 hours of practice. That was my main mentality going into like interview training camp, is to find a way to differentiate myself from the competition during the interview. And I thought if I tried to just differentiate myself by raw skills alone, like coding skills, that's going to be really, really difficult because there's so many nerds out there, man. And I started late. I'm not like crazy with this stuff. But I think where I could have gotten an advantage was focusing on the things that most people probably don't practice enough. Anyways. I have to say that I have not searched for a job in a long time though, so my advice might be nonsense. Insecurity is reaching an all-time slow? What you talking about? Random man called Pulse of Awesome. What's happening, Pulse of Awesome? I don't know what you're talking about, but are you talking about your insecurities now or something about LeetCode? All you gotta do is practice, man. Or are you talking about my insecurities? I don't even know. All right, we're trying to solve this problem, but I don't know if I can solve it. Yeah, I want some of that stuff too, man. All right, so if cur.back, hey, is this gonna go in order? I hope so. Well, I bet you don't like the song Tears Bullet for My Valentine. I don't know, that's some emo music, right? I don't know that song. Anyways. Man, so what's this diff here? This diff is like n-1, huh? Q? I'm trying to figure that out too, man. Don't you worry. So if this diff is less than... Oh, this is my current diff. All right, so for every number, man, what am I trying to do? guess either. Let me think. I gotta think about this a little bit. Man. Sometimes I gotta wonder about what's that dead internet theory thing? Where everything on the internet is just fake? Like a robot? Am I just talking to robots out here, man? I have no idea what you're talking about, Pulse of Awesome. You guys think Pulse of Awesome is a chat GPT bot? Blink 2 times if you're not, man. We might all just be AI. Hey, alright. There must be at least one robot out here. Anyways, man, let me try and figure out what to do next. So I'm trying to send this divisor so that maybe we have two choices at every divisor. We either divide it by that number or we increment and we go to another number, right? So we can start the divisor at 1. And then man, Pulse of Awesome. Are you smoking crack, man? What is going on? Are you tripping balls right now, man? Anyways, I'm pretty sure something is up. So what, when we backtrack, how do we divide? I guess we can only do that if num mod div equals 0, then we can explore this route. What's wrong with crack? Hey, I've never smoked crack, so I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. But I hear it can really mess you up, man. Alright, so if it's that way, then we want to backtrack. No. We push the current divisor. We backtrack. We divide that by that. We have two choices though. Backtrack with the same divisor, I suppose. And then if that didn't work, we pop back. Or I guess, is this right, man? We divide that, but instead of using the same divisor the next time, we increment the divisor by 1. And we have another choice, I guess, that we could make. And it is, we skip it altogether. And what I mean is we don't divide it by anything and we just go to the next number and k doesn't change. I can try that, man. I don't know if it's gonna work though. And then here we're just updating the thing. So this is our diff. This way our current is always going to be in order, in sorted order. And this will give us the diff between the largest and the smallest elements. And then, oh, we gotta update the diff as well. All right, let's see. Oh lordy. What did I forget? K. That's what I forgot. Give us small k. Uh-oh. Is it just overflowing, man? So I guess it skips. Oh. I guess num is greater than n, then something ain't right. Oh no, it's still, hold on, let me see what's up. I'm trying to see with my eyeballs. So it's always going to hit this the first time it comes around. So if k is equal to 0, that means we've chosen enough numbers. And then if num is greater, no. It should be if div is greater than n, then we've gone out of bounds basically. Yes. So here we go, 10, 10, and 44. That is not right. So another thing, I suppose you can say, if k is greater than 0, we should return as well, because then we haven't chose that many numbers. But maybe I should, I don't know if that matters when. So here we got 2 to 11. All right, I think this is going to give us a correct answer, but I'm not sure if it's going to be fast enough to pass. I wish my time complexity analysis was stronger right now, because I don't know if let me try. So it's up to 5 numbers. And backtracking, well, this is like, we have 2 choices, but it's not always 2. Sometimes it's only 1. So this would be like 2 to the 5th. No. 2. How the hell do you do that backtracking stuff, man? Backtracking is factorial, right? It's like 5 factorial, because it goes 5 deep. Only one way to find out. I'm about to hit submit. Timeline exceeded. It's not fast enough. Maybe there's something that I can do to prune early, or maybe I can just add some caching and it might be good enough. Let me look at the constraints one more time. So I wonder if k, this one is k is at 5, and I think it's like branching factor, depth of recursion plus work done. Oh yeah, it's not factorial, huh? So yeah, I need to brush up on my time complexity. It's been a long time since I studied that stuff. So in this, it's hard to estimate how many branching factors, but I guess in the worst case it'd be like 1, 2, 3 branches, even though this one can't be every single number. So let's just say it's 2 branches, but then the depth is only 5, so it's like 2 to the 5th. But then we have this cur thing going on. All right, let's. I don't know what to do, man. Let me try and do some investigation here for this problem. I only care about this test case that I'm timing out on. So I'm getting a lot of duplicates. How can I stop duplicates, you know? Is it duplicates here? Yeah, look at how many dupes, man. So maybe let me think. Like, why is it? All right, so maybe this should be we'll go to the next one here, but then we keep exploring this one, but then we also skip. I don't know how so many duplicates are being entered. All right. Let me see a simpler test case. Let's go with 8 and 2. Or 16 and 2 or something. 16 and 3. Yeah, look at all those dupes, man. There must be a way that we can eliminate this. So I grab a 1. All right, I gotta track this a little bit more. Maybe I'll just do it every time we enter. Okay, so it goes from 1, 2, 3. If I can figure out how to prevent this from happening, I think we'll be all right, man. So should I just try and cache on the divisor and K? Let me think here, man. I don't know what to do, but I know that it's doing a lot of repeated work here. All right, I think I'm gonna try and add some caching, but I don't know how it's gonna work yet. I'm thinking divisor and K might be enough. So should we try that? So I want the big one out back and the small one on the middle. don't know what this should return. Boolean maybe? All right, we'll see. We'll see if this makes a difference or if it even still keeps the correct answer, because it might change it. Sometimes the cache messes things up when it's not done correctly, and this might be one of those times, man. Wait, what am I even caching, man? I guess it doesn't really matter. Little Freezy in the house. What's poppin', man? I'm doing an old virtual contest. That's what's poppin' right now. What are they talking about? I put the big K in there or little K? I think that should be big K, huh? All right. I don't think that's right, man. 16.3? Is that the answer? Let's see. It don't look like the answer to me, man. How did I mess it up so bad? That's crazy talk. So K, all right, if K is not equal to 0, maybe that's something that's tripping there. Nah, because this is crazy. Well, it means my code is shit and it's wrong, but anyways, like, we should not even be guessing this one. Oh, because it never triggers anything. And this is hard coded, man. That should not be there like that. Anyways, what do you guys think? Should I give up on this? Let me think about what this is saying. So clearly we can't be doing that, right? There needs to be more than just those things. Yeah, because the answer is supposed to be 2, 2, 11. Well, maybe it didn't even explore, because like it only explored this. It would have never gotten here because it would have seen the 1 and the K. So maybe it also needs the number as well. That will tell us, that will differentiate like this one and those ones. Maybe. Let me try that, man. Let me add that to the cache. But this cache is getting crazy. Should I just start the cache over? No. Vector int. Vector int. This one is also going to be n+1. Let's try that. And then I'll put num here. It's still not working the way I envision it to work. All right. I don't know what the hell to do because I'm trying some weird techniques. This is supposed to be backtracking, but I'm trying to like cache it because I find like it's doing a lot of repeated work. So maybe I take a step back. I'm trying to do like DP with backtracking, which is weird. Weird things going on. Let me see if I can make some observations or whatever, you know. Because I do think I'm guessing the correct answer, but I'm not reaching it very efficiently. So, all right, is this necessary, man? I'm not sure. Let's see. Hey, nothing is working now. Is that what's going on? Or I guess it's not working because I took that thing out. No, it's just not working. All right, I broke something. Should I grab my old code? So this, yeah, like it can't. I guess it can come in there. Maybe we don't need that check. Because it's supposed to be k-1. Yeah, so that check was bogus, man. Oh, wait, dang. Now I'm wondering. Hold up. Let me put that cache thing back how it was. Jesus Christ. Wait. And let me take out this thing here because it should be k. Should I just put k-1? That should be little k. No, no, that's the bug. It should have been little k. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's still, it ain't right, man. Look at that. How are you gonna get 1, 4, whatever? So the cache ain't working, even with that thing. Midnight Mothra, what's happening? Happy Easter Sunday. Is it Easter Sunday? Easter Saturday to me, man. But thank you. Same to you. All right, I'm about to give up or what? What else can we do here? I feel like that cache thing should have worked with these 3 numbers to not explore that duplicate path that we had. But I suppose not. Sunday morning here in the Philippines, I see. Alright, I'm gonna come back to this maybe. This problem is too hard for me. Let me try a Q3 real quick. Maximum product of two integers with no common bits. You're given an integer array nums. Your task is to find two distinct indices I and j such that the product nums I times nums j is maximized, and the binary representations of nums I and nums j do not share any common set bits. Return the maximum possible product of such a pair. If no such pair exists, return 0. And they don't share a bit. They don't share a bit. Damn, look how many people saw it. What kind of contest are we taking, man? 800 people. I have a more of a chance of getting Q2 maybe, but let me think. I'll give it some thoughts. All right, 10 to the 5th. Some contests are just wild. Q. I guess we're in that time period where I quit LeetCode Contest because it was frustrating me so much how hard they were. And, you know, these are like from last year sometime. I'm trying to do all the contests I missed out on. But good thing I quit when I did, because I would have definitely gotten super angry at these contests, man, because I can't solve anything. All right, let's see what I can think about here. They cannot have a set bit. How do I know if they have a set bit? Can I do some XOR tricks to figure out if they share a bit? Or do I just have to keep going through each bit to see if the other one is set? Apparently I only got Q1 on this one. Hey, that's where I'm at right now, Q. I've only gotten Q1 on 465, man. It ain't looking too good for me either. It's crazy. So I know if I XOR two numbers, then no, but going through every pair like that is not feasible since the length is 10 to the 5th. I'm going through every pair would be 10 to the 2 much. So we need some way of looking backwards or something, man. Or maybe we need to create groups. Group these. Is this like a union find problem, man? Where, no, how are you gonna determine which bits get to where though, you know? All right, so every power of 2 is a number by itself. I mean, every power of 2 can be in the same group, right? That's one thing I know for sure. But how can I put them together to find the maximum? How can I separate them where I know if I have, like, if I'm at the number 3 or 4, how do I know that 3 doesn't have any 4s? What if I took the reverse of 4 and I looked for that target, or All right, let me try to. I'm going to look at example 1, and I'm going to put all the numbers and their binary representations. Maybe if I see the binaries, I can think about something. So here we got, these are my binary bit positions, and the first number is just, I'll put all the zeros in, 0001, 0010, 0011, 0100, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7. So if I'm at 4, all right, let me put these things. Jesus Christ. One has 1 bit. And then if I set max bit with all of those, what am I saying? I don't know, man. Two. So 1 and 2 would be in different groups. Or no, 1 and 2 could be in the same group. They don't share any bits. 3 cannot go in either 1 or 2's group. But 3 can go with 4. So how do I know? It's like, all right, every time. Oh, how about I sort? Every time I hit a new power of 2, I can take the maximum of the numbers that I've seen in the past. So that's one observation I just made. But of course, there might be a case like, say they have 12 here. Then I know if I have a 12, then I need to search to see if, oh, maybe I can do a binary search on the largest number up to that power of 2. But there's a lot of edge cases with my thinking, because there could be just a number 8. Like, no, but then this won't share. But 8 would see 7, and those two would probably be the best if they multiplied each other. This one is 0. This one is 2048, because maybe every power of 2. All right, I'm gonna have to try that, man. I don't think it's gonna work, because I can think of a test case right now, right? Like 4, 5. Can I think? Let me draw out some more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so 9 would be 8, like that. 10 would be, yeah, it might be looking back like that, man. But I'm sure there is some edge case that I'm not thinking about, because I guess this set bit doesn't change. All right, I'm gonna do it. Sort the dang thing. And then maybe I just need a map. Oh, Brett, what's happening? This one is a bit, yeah, it is way more than a bit sneaky if you look at how many people solved it. So my idea, I'm 90% sure it's not gonna work. Especially that Brett just said it's sneaky. But I'm gonna try it anyways because I don't know what else to do. Wait, I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Every new power. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Because like if there's no real like 8 and 4 didn't exist, and how would we know that we can pair up 12 and 3 or like 10 and 5, you know? Look at 10, 5. The second constraint matters. Oh, 10 to the 6th. That's 1,000,000. That means what does that mean? Does that mean some type of bit masking? Because there's 30 bits and we can use some, we select bit mask. Take it or leave it. No. Can only take 2. You can only take 2. Take it or leave it. Bit mask. And then you can just quickly check. No. Because then it's like it's too many pairs. It's too many pairs to check them all, right? But 1,000,000 means there's just about 30 bits. And what can we do with those bits to figure out, how do you know that 2 bits are compatible? Like there's an edge between those bits. Maybe that's, I'm not sure. All right, so I know something with the powers of 2s. So if it's in this range of power of 2, then they all share a bit, right? Like all the 4s from each section of powers of 2s, I think, share at least a bit. So like 13 would be like that. 14 would be, that's not 14. That's 14, right? And 15 would be all of them. And then 16, that's when the new bit comes out. But like all of these share a bit. All of these will share a bit. So maybe it's like grouping them by those powers. And then now I don't know what else to do, man. I think I'm stuck, Brett. I don't know if this one is within my range. Something to do with this, but I don't know what this means. And I can't stop thinking about 30 bits within a number like this. And all of those bits can fit in an int. And then we can't choose the same bits, so it feels like I can't stop thinking about bit mask or using a bit mask some type of way. Could you write a function that determines the largest number whose bits are all contained in some mask? Let me think about what you're asking, Brett. Determines the largest number whose bits are all contained in some mask. So if say the function takes in a number x and a mask. So if the number x is 11 and our mask is 15, then you're saying, wait. Let me read what you're saying. Like, I tell you the allowed bit set, which is our mask, and you can only use all or some of those bits. I see what you're saying. So if my mask is 15, wait. Why wouldn't I just use all of those bits? That would be the largest number. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. The largest number whose bits are all contained in some mask. Yeah, it would be all the bits in that mask is the largest number. Oh, Ricky Wong says Type Blazer Championship. Hold on, real quick. Oh, real quick. Dang, Ricky, couldn't give me a little bit more time? Alright, but I made it. Jesus. I missed it. Yeah, I only got here with 15. All right, well, thank you very much, Ricky, for reminding me. I would have forgotten, like I usually do. All right, back to AFK. Yeah, back to LeetCode. All right, Brett. So the number may not be in the list. Oh, you're saying I give you some mask and I tell you the largest number within that list that contains all those bits. How would I do that? I don't know if maybe my brain ain't working today, Brett. Maybe I need to just focus a little bit on what you're asking. You tell me that allowed bit set, yes. And you can only use all or some of those bits. And a number that is in our list. So he's saying if I was at a number and I reverse all the bits or something, or XOR'd it or whatever, but with maximum bits, and that's my mask, and I'm looking for the largest number. So if I went bit by bit, I don't know. I guess I could just, well, I can't do it in a good time. I would just go through every number in my list and then check all the bits to see if any of them are the same. But that sounds like maybe not what you're asking. Wait, what? Can you take it or leave it on bits? I'm trying to think. Taking it or leaving it on a bit. So if I get to it, oh, I see what you're saying. So I have my mask. Every bit, I can say if I'm allowed this bit or not. And then at the end, wait, I'm confusing myself. Don't look up in a vector, right. Need something faster. Caveman Crafting, welcome. How are things going? Things are going tough tonight, man. Some hard problems. Alright, take it or leave it on the bits. By the time I get to the end, I just see if it's in my list. But I'm still not seeing how I can use that, Brett. Maybe I'm missing a big part of something. Like, how's that gonna... So for every number, I reverse it to set all the bits opposite or something, and those are like the bits, the allowed bit sets. All the non-set bits. But then... I'm struggling to see like how that... It seems like it would not pass with time, but maybe for sure I must be misunderstanding the formula or the algorithm. So if I'm at every index, if I'm iterating through, so alright, I create a set of nums, right? Like and I'm using this to do a lookup. But then I also have my mask. So I'll do something like this. And this should return the largest number. This is what I'm imagining, Brett. But maybe it's wrong to imagine this. So I guess the DP is, oh, because it's only 30 length, bit by bit. And I get to the end. And I just check if it's in our list. Wait, the mat bit math. Oh, it's a million, not a billion. I kept saying 30 because I'm thinking a billion has 30 bits because 2 billion in int max. I don't know where my head's at today, man. But yes, it's 20, not 30. Thank you very much for correcting me there, Brett. I was like going off into the deep end. I think I'm getting closer to understanding. I'm having a bit of a challenge tool working on extending world monitor. What are you talking about? Wait, I hate when a tool releases as I self-host, and here are all these features. Got folks hooked, and then lock things back behind a sub. Extended world monitor. I don't know what that is. All right. So then, do I even need to sort like that? It's kind of an info OPSEC thing. Yeah, I don't know anything too much about that stuff. For monitoring world events, news, air, sea traffic. Man, are you looking out for like World War III popping off under your watch? Or something? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about monitoring stuff like that. Alright, so I'm gonna try. So I make my DP and I take in some number and then I'm taking in the mask. Not sure how to do that yet, but I guess, oh, we're also taking in index for which bit we're checking. I don't know what this num is. I guess this num starts as 0, and as we go through, first, if our num is greater than our mask, no. Let me think. If I is greater than 20, that means we've gone too far, right? Is 2 to the 20 is a million. So if it's equal to 20, then we won't need num. I won't need num. That's crazy. Wait, what? I won't need the num. So how am I gonna keep track of which bits I'm selecting? Because I have the mask are the bits that we are able to select. Yeah. And then the number are... So, oh, so you just did the mask. Wait. So if you did the mask, then you can do like that, where something like, I guess you don't need I if you just did the mask, and it would be mask and mask -1 to like get the next. No, because that's gonna get the next bit, but how do you know what bit that is? Wait, maybe you're doing too much advanced stuff for me, Brett. Because I think like caveman style. So I'm thinking of literally all my bits, and I'm starting from the least significant bit, and I'm gonna check if that bit is set in the mask to decide whether or not we're good. But let me see what you're saying. Looped over all possible bits to remove in the function. In my function I looped up to 20. I see. Zen logic, what's happening? So maybe I'm not understanding the DP thing or the function or whatever. So I was thinking of just like taking or leaving it on the bits that we're allowed to select. But you're talking about removing bits. So I was gonna be like if, how do I say, if that index at that bit is set, so if one I and mask, that means, wait. I don't know how these bits work. So that's isolating the bit and the mask. Anyways, but num equal mass, so you don't need both. All right, wait, I gotta use the restroom, man. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. All right. I'm back. All right, back to this dang thing, man. Take it or leave it on the bits. The number is the mask. Let me see what you mean by that, man. I'm worried about the cache being too big. Right. So I'm trying to grasp the number being the mask because I'm not seeing it. So like, all right, if the number, say I'm at like 4, then maybe it would be like 4. The number is the mask. Let's define what the mask is. The mask, what I'm thinking, and you should definitely correct me or steer me in the right direction, Brett. The mask is a set of bits that are allowed, right? Or is it the other way around? A set of bits that are not allowed. So if I'm looking for a partner for 4, it would be like, all right, set of bits that are allowed. So then, all right, if we're at 4, then it's everything except for 4. Then we like a really big number. I guess it'd be like minus. How do you do that? XOR 4 or AND 4 or something. No, it'd be flip it like 4. Some really big number with a 4. Yes. So I guess I'm struggling to see how we know what bits. Are you saying like I'm mapping like, all right, how do I know what the number is once I get to the end? So if there's no I, so you're saying in this, you're looping through all the bits. Oh. And you're taking it or leaving it on the bits. So if the bit is allowed, I guess this would be it, right? Then we take it. How do you take it? How do you take it if the mask is the original information? This is where I'm stuck, Brett. Hey, LeetCode, what's happening? This is a old weekly contest I'm doing. And how do you leave it? Or testing if the mask is in the set. Oh, when you take a bit, you're erasing the bit, man. Now I'm seeing it. I see. So you start from the absolute maximum number that the bit could possibly be. And instead of taking it, when we say take it, I was thinking you take that bit as in we're setting that bit. But what we're doing is we're decrementing that bit and we're leaving it, and it's like the same as taking it. This is similar. All right, I was trying to connect the dots between, I remember when I did coin change for the first time, I would do something very similar, man. I'd make my DP function and have like current capacity, and I have like max capacity. This is how I used to do it all the time. I'm like, dang, how can I make this better? But instead of having those two, you can just have max capacity and then or whatever, or you know, capacity left, and then is anyways, I think this is a very similar thing for me, where here I have the number and the mask and I'm trying to build up the number, but what I should be doing is just, yeah, this is a great tip. Thank you very much, Brett. I think I can clearly see an ad hoc coding from YouTube. What's happening? How are you doing? Okay, so with this knowledge, let's try to solve it, man. Thank you very much for walking me through that, man. So let's make the DP. So we don't need a dang I. What we need to do is, man, how do you think of these things, Brett? I suppose these are just techniques that you've used throughout the years. And I guess we could even make this, no, because it's too big. I was gonna say we can make it like a vector bucket sort type of thing set, you know, but I don't think I'd do that. All right, so this means that the set contains the mask, and we should just return that mask immediately. Like, we don't even need to erase any more bits if the set finds that mask. But if it doesn't find that mask, then we need to go about erasing a bit. So if we erase that bit, how do we do that? Wait, let me think. The mask, and then it's just XOR that. That's a bad name, but I think that should do the trick. And then how do we skip? We just, I guess we just don't do anything. So every time we just try and erase a different bit in the mask, and then eventually we'll get down to here. But then we're going to have to call, so I guess blue guy 767, what's happening? So our max bit is just gonna be, I don't know, is it like that? Or should I do it even bigger? No, I think that should be big enough. And then DP, now we only have that, wait, let me iterate over every number in nums. And then, oh wait, what do we return? I guess we just have to cache this as well. Maybe I should work on that right now. So can the cache be that big with the mask being 1,000,000? I suppose so. I suppose I could try. but I'm not 100% sure it will work. Maybe I can just use, instead of a vector int, maybe I just use a regular old hash map. Wait, that's where the 10 to the 6 limit comes in? 10 to the 6 cache size is feasible. Okay, I'll try that. I don't think I've ever made a cache that big on LeetCode. So let's try. Or maybe I have. Not 1E9. What would it be? 1E6? No, I'm gonna say max bit man +1. And then this contest is really difficult for sure. Let's take some very nice observations. So I guess we just need to remember the maximum number. Wait, it's not XOR. Let me think. It's XOR. It is XOR. And then, what if there's no bit though? Let me think. If there's no bit, I guess it just returns 0, and then 0 times the thing is gonna be 0, so we'll be all right. It's crazy, man. What a crazy problem. Well, something ain't right. Let me see what I did wrong. Typo. Num. What is num? Oh, we're not doing that anymore, man. We're just erasing the bit. I forgot to change that stuff. So erasing the bits. I guess it would be like that. Wait, you still need to check if the bit is in there. Let me think. So I'm going through all the bits. And I'm seeing if the bit is allowed. Oh. And then is that what you're saying? Maybe I misspoke. Wait, maybe I don't understand what you're saying, or maybe you didn't understand what I was saying. If you didn't check, you would infinite recurse, since you would XOR with 0. Hold on, let me think. Right. Yeah. I think I just forgot to put that check if the bit is set. All right, it's time to see, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a long, man. That's another thing that we're gonna mess up on. So this is fine being an int, but this needs to be a long. It's crazy, Brett. Well, it's not passing because I don't know why yet. Let me try and figure it out. So why would it not pass? 10, 8, and 3. Time to exceed. So check how many bits. So you're saying I should like check the maximum bits in the thing? Slutty pie, what's happening? I think I'm going to apply for a programming job. Any tips? I don't know. Get your resume together. Get ready for technical interviews. Just keep 1 until you are bigger than max. Yeah. But wait, is there more to it than this, Brett? Like, why did that make it time out for this? You know? I feel like there's something else wrong with my code. Because something that small, it feels like it shouldn't have timed out. But I guess I am going to the maximum every single time. So maybe something. Hold on. Oh, the max bit can be, right. So the max bit should be the first power of 2 that is greater than the maximum set. Let me try and get that right. Do I have to put parentheses on this stuff like that? So there's something wrong still, man. Hey, what? 2048. Maybe this is wrong. This problem is clearly too hard for me though. 127. That looks right, yeah? It's with all those numbers. But it returns 0. Maybe it's something where this is happening. Oh, maybe it's like double. Where did I even use that max, man? Oh, come on. That's what's happening, man. Oh, just, yeah. Just compare with the max bit. Now I have the max bit set to the good thing. But I found the bug. I was like, max up here and then max in there. So you think this would be good enough? Let's find out. Did I leave a C out? Dang, that is fast enough, but barely. That's crazy. Some wild stuff, man. Nice job. Well, nice job guiding me, Brett, because no way I would have solved this without step-by-step instructions from you, you know? Hey, LeetWhale, how did you do on this contest? 465. I don't know if you took it. This could have, man, this was a hard. Based on this, look, let's look at the 0 track rating. I bet it's gonna be like 2,500. Oh, 2234. That's still pretty high, man. Still high. Dang, LeetWhale got 3 out of 4. Crazy boss, man. Hey, LeetWhale, how'd you get so good? And are you still grinding, man? I think you are. For this contest, 3 out of 4. Yeah, I couldn't even get. Should we go back to that Q2? Yeah, I think it would be great if I could figure out what this Q2 was, man. Because what was I trying to do here? I'm trying to do some weird backtracking stuff. But maybe I think I can arrive at a correct solution, but it's just not fast enough. So we need to split into K. So I feel it must be similar type of thing where maybe I shouldn't think about backtracking, but I should think about, nah, but the problem is we need the output. So it's like, that's why I think we need to track our history. But there's only 5 elements, and each element could be up to 10 to the 5th. So I wonder if I don't know. I was also getting a lot of duplicates here. I wonder if I can change up the way I'm doing this to like, I wonder if like a BFS might be beneficial for me here. And then I can check to make sure I don't have any duplicate things in my queue of the same state. Because I tried to do something here, but maybe I need to cache on like the numbers that I selected. Maybe I need to transform this into some type of key. Can you link your code? Yeah, yeah. I'll link my timeline exceeds code. Lately I have been grinding, mostly just resubmitting my old solutions for dailies and doing LeetCode Contest. Have you stopped grinding because you got too many jobs? Or I feel like I don't really know too much about your situation, Leet Whale. I only know that you always come in here and you're always helping me with the problems, but I don't know much, man. I don't even know if you're like a student or anything. I find that crazy that I don't know that, man. You must be a professional or a crazy student. All right. Hey, FTB lag. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Anyways, oh shit. I'm in still co-working stream, man. I didn't change my category, but it's too late now. Anyways, let me think about this problem. Maybe I should start fresh. So I'm thinking maybe I find all the numbers. No. Do I find all the divisors of n? And then those are like my starting points. So all right, so in this case 100 will have like have 1, 2, 4, whatever. I'm gonna just print it, man, because I don't know anything. And then I'm just printing to see what's up. I'm trying to think about this problem that I can't solve. Yeah, so these are the divisors. That means everything is going to be one of these, right? So I gotta just iterate through these numbers and then see we can only take k equals, all right, so 44. Let me see how that one looks. We have all these dang numbers and we just need to find 2 of them or 3 of them or however many of them. Then it's just a take it or leave it coin change. But then we gotta remember which one is the best one. But since k is only 5, man, 2 to the 5th seems like it should pass, right? But it's not 2 to the 5th. It's 5. K equals 5. And then what? Yeah, I think I can pass it now that I revisited it after taking a little break from this problem. So with our divisors, I think it's just take it or leave it. Man, I actually don't know now. But I'm gonna try that. Take it or leave it on that thing. I'm not even gonna call it DP because it might just be brute force DFS. So all right. If we go out of bounds, then I don't know what to return. I'll think about that. Who knows? Maybe I have to do some stuff where it's basically just brute force recursion. Right? These numbers. So we need our I there, and then this number, and then we also need our K or capacity or whatever left. No, remaining. Remaining is better than left. So if we go out of bounds, what does it mean for us? It means that we need to check that we have 0 remaining. So if it's not equal to 0, then it's bogus. And then if our number is not equal to 1, it's also bogus. It's not a good set. And then do we still do this thing where cur dot back? Wait, what? What was I doing, man? Checking the diffs. Yeah. So if this is less than the best diff that we've seen, then I guess we want that to be our answer. I'm basically doing the same thing I just did before, except I've narrowed down my candidates to just the divisors of n instead of going through like every single number. I think with this modification I should be able to pass, but time will tell if that's true. All right, so what are we trying to do here? For every of these things, I guess we can take it or leave it. So this seems like a take it or leave it contest, man. How do you know we can take it? I don't know, man. I'm gonna call that DFS. Oh, we know we can take it because I don't know how we know. I think we know if the number mod div I is 0, then we know we can take it. So if we can take it, we'll go to the next index. We'll divide this by div I. That's our number. What the hell is, oh, remaining? That's like our K. Oh, but how do I know what the hell is this, man? Should I create copies the whole time? Or should I do the backtracky thing? Man, I feel like it's only 5 numbers, so creating copies should not be that expensive, right? Should I just create copies the whole way down? That's what I'm gonna do, man. That's what I'm gonna do first. So that's taking it, and then leaving it would just be go to the next index. The number doesn't change, the remaining doesn't change, and then your thing doesn't change. Yes, I think it's worth a try. What the heck? This is crazy talk. Alright, I think that looks alright now. No. Jesus Christ. I actually need this. And then I'll just return right here. So now, what am I doing? I'm just DFS. I0 num should be n. Remainder should be k, and cur should just be an empty thing. Race. Oh, thank you for reminding me. 30 seconds for the race. Championship race about to begin. Hold up. Dang, Q, he tried to beat me. Hold up. I gotta send this text. Anyways, yeah, it was close, man. All right. Back to that problem, man. Not this one. This one. Let's see if we can solve it. Come on. Do I use n anywhere else? All right, let's see. If this doesn't work, ooh, how's that? How I don't select? Oh, when I take it, I should, because it's like unbounded knapsack. So take it, I should try the same number again. Ah, oh, shit. Is this because I'm taking one all the time? And we should also check if we have remainder to take. All right. Should we send it, man? Is it gonna work? Not bad. So I just needed a fresh mindset for this problem, even though it feels like it barely passed, man. So maybe I wouldn't have done too terrible on this contest, but no, I think I'd have done really terrible. But I say that because on the contest, only like 3,000 people got this problem or something. But this was pretty tough Q2, I'd say. And my first solution, I think, was correct, but because I wasn't doing the divisors thing, I was just going through each divisor all the time in the recursion. It was like leading to really, it was very inefficient, man. And I didn't know why I didn't think about this before. It's tricky Q2, yeah. But sometimes I think you just need to step away for a couple minutes and come back and erase what you had and start fresh. I've used this technique a few times in contests where I'm just stuck. I don't know what to do, but I feel like the problem should be, I should be able to solve it. So I'll just walk away for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, go drink something, go eat a yogurt, and I come back and I erase the code that I had and I tackle the problem with a fresh, clean slate, you know. Anyways, man, the LeetCode contest starts in, when does it start? 26 minutes. I'm not gonna take it, but you guys should take it. But I don't know if you guys, I'm not taking it, man. It's too much. Too much. I gotta rest my brain juice because I need it for other things, Leet Whale. So I'll be doing more. Wait, I'm just gonna do the virtual for today's contest. Yeah, Q, that's what I've been doing, man. Just the virtuals. Honestly, been too tired on Saturday. Me too, man. Me too. I think I need to work harder, though. Not on LeetCode contest, though, but on building whatever I'm trying to build. I don't think I've gotten where I need to be. I haven't competed since I finished 10 contests, yeah. You're obsessed with that number 10, man. The 10 contests. I don't know. That must have been a long time ago since it taken the 10th one. But man, my racing fell off. I don't think it will ever go back up unless I really grind. Man, I don't think we're getting close to 1,000. Anyways, is that it? Should I just finish here tonight? Man, this whole time I was streaming in the wrong category for Twitch. I was streaming in the dang co-working thing. And I didn't realize until basically 10 minutes ago. But LeetCode, man, it's not fun when I do LeetCode by myself. But I think when I stream it and I'm able to talk to you guys about stuff, it kind of becomes fun. I guess because you guys guide me. Marolocio, what's happened? Did I just miss the competition? You did not, man. The competition starts in 23 minutes. So you're good. Good to go. Are you gonna compete? I think I'm taking a sabbatical from competing on LeetCode. I think it's not good for my mental health right now, man. I've been taking so many L's in the past year that I think I just needed a break. And so now I do the virtual contests. So I don't do them live when they come out, but I'll do them maybe like 2 days after, you know. And based on my performance on taking those virtual contests, I think I made the right decision to take a step back because I have not been performing that great. When Algo Blazer dropping, hey, Little Freezy, I'm trying to get Algo Blazer available for early access before I leave on my 6-week journey that I'm taking a break from Twitch, and I'm going to be traveling for 6 weeks. But it's not a vacation, man. I'm just going to be traveling away from... It's half of a vacation. You could compete on not Simon. Yeah, I could, but I won't. It's more than just the rating, man. It's also like giving up Saturday nights, prime time, recreational, rest and recovery, you know. And I'm giving that up to go do LeetCode, which is not rest and recovery for me. So I think for now, I'm taking a step back. 6 weeks sounds exciting. Enjoy it. Disaster warning 45. Thank you very much. I'm going with my wife and my stepchild, and we're all very much looking forward to it. And man, we've been planning this for such a long time, and I can't wait to go. Actually, why they're on Saturdays? Yeah, why are they on Saturdays, man? It should be like on a Monday night or something. Getting back into, yeah, don't worry, the rush shakes off in a couple weeks. EOF then? What is EOF? End of something? You should definitely enjoy your not a vacation, yeah. The first 2 weeks is a vacation for sure. Lots of traveling, road tripping, and moving about and whatnot. But the last 4 weeks are basically just living somewhere else for a month, you know. Maybe yeah, I wouldn't say full-time working, but at least 30 hours, 25 to 30 hours a week for those 6 weeks. Logistics of 6 weeks does sound tough. A 2-week vacation I take with prep for a month. Can't imagine for 6 weeks. Yeah, well, the 2 weeks, lots of research, lots of route planning, lots of like optimizing things. I find that stuff kind of fun, man. Maybe I should become a travel agent. I think I'd enjoy that. But I don't know if those are a thing anymore. But you know, 6 weeks isn't too bad if you're just staying in one place for a long time. And I'm staying in Osaka for 4 weeks. Anyways, should we do one bomb game and then send you guys off to the contest? Don't do for work what you enjoy leisurely. I don't know. I know what that means, but I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, being a travel agent? All right, bomb party time. This is one of my favorite games in the whole world. Here's a link. Only do work you hate so you enjoy your life. Yeah, I guess. Alright, I'll give it a few minutes. Bomb party game time. This game is a test of your vocabulary and your quick thinking. You have to click join when you get in, otherwise you're gonna be on the sidelines. So make sure you click join at the bottom of the screen. I'll be starting the game right now. Bomb party, bomb party, bomb party. Ready, set, 15 seconds countdown. Wait, did I paste the wrong link? Oh. Yeah, there's the link. All right, here we go. Disaster warning, you're up. My sound on? You gotta type in a word that has HE in the word. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, oh, Jesus. ABI. Oh, Jesus. I don't know any word. A bit nan, leet whale. How the hell do you think about that word? I'm so terrible. This might just be the warm-up, man. Oh, is the first word you thought of? Not me. Oh. Bomb party. ER. Lurch? What kind of word is that, man? EC. Hey, this game is hard, huh? I mean, I'm trying to think ahead anytime I see a thing like that. EC. Oh, disaster warning. RIP, man. Dang. Come on, Q. You know a word that starts or that has ATI in it. Dang, racing. You guys are good. AH. I'm dead, man. What the hell has an AH in it? Yo, leet whale, that's not a word, man. Can't we use them cheating words? Those are like those Scrabble words that don't mean anything that you can use. I guess ha might be a word. Dang, random is dead too. So it's just 4 people. Dang, leet whale is so good at this game, man. I swear. Bomb game, really? Yeah, Steven Sageball. one of the top games. Hedonist is crazy ball knowledge, man. Look, LeetWhale hasn't even gotten one wrong yet. Thought of hedonist as well. Alright, there's only 2 left. Stephen LF, what's happening? Looks fun, yeah. Maybe we'll do one more. What do y'all think? These men speedy, yeah, they're going back and forth. Yeah, it is so bad, Q. I think this is just a warm-up. I don't know. Oh, LeetWhale won. Not surprised. Alright, one more time, and then I gotta go. You got 10 seconds to join, or let me hold it. Get in here if you want to play. Here's a link. Let me send the link one more time. YouTube, there's a link. And Twitch, there's a link. This is gonna be a big bomb party, man. You guys ready? 10 seconds. Dang. I'm first. Hey, LeetWhale, you can't be saying them words, man. Come on. This is a PG-13 stream. Come on, man. Alright, disaster warning. I don't know why I'm laughing at you, man. Because I couldn't think about TL either. Hey, guess you gotta type in. You're typing in the chat. You gotta type in the other place. All right, you'll get another chance. Disaster warning. Don't you worry. Turd. Come on. What was a typo? Yeah, this is kind of like a typing game too. Wait. LY? Jeez. Nervous. That's how I feel right now, LeetWhale. Anytime the bomb gets to me, I get nervous and I can't think of any words. This is a big bomb party, man. 10 minutes until the LeetCode contest. Dang, YG? Yeah, YG is rough. Hey, Little Freeze, are you in here? YG, HR. VA. Easy. Alright, LeetWhale is the top dog for this game. I think LeetWhale has the most wins that I've seen. Bread also is pretty good. Nest. Clistar is also good at this game. I think anybody who reads books is probably good at this game. I'm not very good at this game. Nine minutes until the LeetCode contest. Dang, disaster warning. See you later, man. You're out. Out of there. Hey, how do you know how much time is on the bomb? Is it random? Eight minutes until the contest. Sativa. Ooh. See you later, Ali. You're out. Can we beat Leet Whale? And CKE. Oh, I got one. CKE. Oh, Hickey. Hedonist again. Come on, man. I guess if we play this enough, we'll remember all the hard words or hard things. Oh, man. Almost died. It's getting serious. Big words, man. Germinates. There's only 5 of us left, and there's only 6 minutes left until the contest. Oh, 4. Oh, planes. Any time to warm up? Oh, Leet Whale is out. The reigning champion has been defeated. And there was 3 left. Five minutes left until the contest. Oh, orgy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Baggy. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. Random is too good. Come on, man. I was typing my word. Jesus Christ, I almost died. He can't type that, man. Hold up. Jeez, random has won. Alright, that was fun, but that's it, that's all. Random, very good. Anyways, got my heart racing low key. Hey, who is that? Brett? It's probably Brett, man. Trying to be sneaky. Someone randomly won, yeah. Brett, I can't believe you typed that word, man. That word that rhymes with witch. Jeez, I didn't know you get down like that. All right, we gotta get out of here, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. The LeetCode Contest starts real soon. And look, Fikra is in. This game should be called Can We Freak Simon Out with a Word? I can't believe you guys be typing some of those words, man. Alright, let's go raid this guy. This guy's gonna do the LeetCode Contest, man. Oh, he knows we're coming. You think he knows we're coming? I don't know who he's talking to, but I think we'll see. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Disaster warning. Q Ultimus Elite Whale. Adios, amigos. Good luck if you're taking the contest. Otherwise, have a good weekend. Brett, Lil Freezy. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for stopping by and doing algos and playing bomb game. Steven Sagiball, have a good night. Everybody who's lurking, see you next time. Thank you very much. Everybody on YouTube, also have a good night. Sibor from YouTube, adios. BetSimp, adios, man. Good luck on the contest. Contest starts in 1 minute, man. So we're gonna raid Fikra, who is doing the LeetCode Contest. Adios. Enough stuff. Thank you very much for tuning in, man. See you next time.